having some financial infrastructure prior to going over there. And I always think like, what could the amount of money, like you said, Uche, the government here in America helps us to be able to get a lot farther than a lot of countries will help the average citizen get. Much to the dislike of a lot of the right side conservative. Like they some people are upset about the amount of assistance that's available here in America, but there's a lot of assistance available, and I think like for those that what $100 here could do so much more in as $100 in another country, like whether it's a Spanish country, an African country. Like there's a lot of countries where you can really do a lot. And like CJ said, owning real estate, like for what we pay in rent here, or for what we pay in, some of our just monthly bills could really, I often think like, what all can I really do with the money, with the money that I'm touching in a different country? And I feel like you really could do a lot more. So I think that was just something interesting that CJ said that I just touched on. Something I've always thought about was like, buying a house over there, it's probably like renting an apartment here, but you can really do a lot with it. So it's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I think that from an economics of scale standpoint, I mean, your American dollar can go a heck of a lot further anywhere on the other part of the world. I mean, I think the whole. So here's a cool thing about the movie Black Panther, for example. Black Panther put the amount of eyeballs it put on the continent from individuals that never considered Africa as a viable location. I'll be honest, for us, if many of you know, many of you that don't know, my family and I, my wife and I, we traveled back to Ghana, West Africa, back in 2016, and this was before Black Panther. This was before all of that, and that's the neighboring country to Nigeria, so it was very, very similar as far as how things looked and how things were laid out. But what I'll say is that in the 20 years since we'd been to Nigeria and whatnot, it hadn't been much that changed, in 2016 from 2001. So I think that that's kind of interesting, that all that time had passed, but very much hadn't changed. And so I wonder, is it more of the politics side of things, or is it more the people? Is it more the resources? What is it? But what I will say is that from 2016 until now, I've seen a lot has changed in the continent, specific to areas like Nigeria, because we're talking specifically to West Africa. But a lot has changed since Black Panther, and I don't know if there's necessarily a connection, but there's a lot more influencers, YouTube influencers. A couple folks that I check out, one guy named Water Maya. If you're on YouTube, check him out. He has a massive page on YouTube dedicated to the continent, and his whole tagline is Africa to the world. So like he showcases all the various countries, specifically Ghana and Nigeria, but he goes all over and just shows all of the awesome businesses that are there, the resorts, the real estate, the entertainment. He shows all that. So I think that the spotlight is on the continent now. So I think it's definitely something that can and should happen very soon, as far as people making that a destination for themselves. So